Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And AT&T was awarded another huge contract from the VA. It's valued at $725 million, and it's for AT&T to modernize the data network. Now, this contract is a length of 12 years, so this is another huge contract for AT&T. These are the kind of contracts that T-Mobile is looking to get into or just get a piece of it. This is essentially what WFX is, and T-Mobile really trying to get businesses on board and get some of these government contracts. And that's essentially what T-Mobile had stated in their analyst day and then on some of the earnings calls. Now, AT&T has been getting them. Why has AT&T been getting them? In my opinion, what really unlocked AT&T to be considered a first option in these cases, it's really FirstNet. I think FirstNet has unlocked them to be able to get all of these contracts and be considered a number one option if anything is looked into in terms of if there's any kind of internet or wireless services needed for any of the government entities. Now, why FirstNet? It's mainly meant for first responders and medical staff, etc. The reason I say FirstNet is because the way it unlocked this to happen is AT&T had to bring its services to the military bases for the military police and all the medical staff that's on the military bases. And of course, the federal government looked into getting FirstNet onto the bases for those purposes. That's why that whole contract was created, not just for the civilian sector, but also for the government sector. So now that unlocked AT&T to offer everything else because now services are on the base. There's great coverage now. Are there still some that lack? Yes, 100%. But mostly AT&T is working now and next year and the year after. They're working through that to get more and more small cells and macros onto the bases. And that's what they've been working through. And a lot of these bases, they now have those services due to AT&T bringing it because of FirstNet. Even if it's a temporary cell on wheels that they have to put in place before permanent infrastructure can be added, they're willing to do it. They're willing to put satellite codes for FirstNet. Whatever it takes, AT&T seems to be willing to get it done to get these massive contracts. This is almost $1 billion over 12 years. That's a massive contract. So now it allows them to compete on the bases outside of just first responders. They can now compete for regular consumer, maybe some business accounts on the base, maybe some small businesses like food trucks. They now have the capability to compete for all of that in the surrounding areas of the base. So again, I think this is massive. This is really taking the opportunity away from T-Mobile or more opportunities away from them. And AT&T is just gobbling up these contracts for data modernizations, whatever else it's going to take. It unlocks AT&T, gives them the green light to really move forward with the plans that they want to do. From what I was told internally, that AT&T also is now planning to deploy its own fiber onto the military bases as well. They absolutely do not want to use third party for anything. And in some cases on military bases, they have to use third party for fiber. They want to eliminate that completely, bring its small cells to the bases and more towers where they're needed. So just keep that in mind. I just wanted to point that out. Another huge contract for AT&T. I look forward for this to continue. AT&T's network is getting better and better. They're heavily invested in that now since the spinoff in media, and you're going to see much, much more from AT&T the remainder of this year, and then in the next year, it's going to ramp up significantly more than anything I believe we've seen in the past. So definitely stay tuned to the channel. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Look forward to reading your comments. If you have been on the channel or you're new to the channel and you have not yet liked, share, subscribe, make sure you do so. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when I do upload the content. Make sure to follow my social media outlets for more updates and interactions. Thanks again for watching. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.